Okay, hello. This is the second video on this assignment, and what I wanted to do is really quickly explain what I mean by source, contextualize, and corroborate. So what I mean by source is to explain the source, okay? These are your sources of information, but where did they come from, right? Who is the person, the author? In this case, it's not an author, it's a speaker because it's a quote from somebody. But who are they? What biases do they have? What maybe blank spots did they have, right? If you were, if we're talking about you being a witness to something, and you came in after it was basically over, or you had people blocking your view because you're short like me, and so you could only see like their feet or something, those are limits. That's going to influence the source and how reliable it is. Okay. Now, contextualize, this one's going to have a whole lot more impact when we start talking about historical information, because we're looking for the historical context. But in this case, we're going to say context is going to be kind of similar to source, right? Where did that quote, the person who viewed it, right? The source, what is their position in this fight? Okay, like I said, in this case, it's going to be similar to source. Okay, so if the fight is in the center and we're looking for the context around it, how that source fits into the context, how close were they to it, etc. That's what we're going to take context to mean in this situation. Okay, when we get into historical stuff, we're thinking of it more as a timeline. We have a specific event, what happened before the event, what happened after the event. Okay, that's historical context. In this instance, it's a little different. Okay, now corroborate, that means to coordinate between them, right? So person A said this, and this. How is it similar? How is it different from person B? That's what corroboration means. Okay, so compare and contrast similarities and differences between each one of them. Okay, so that's what I mean by those three things.